name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down, Williamson. He's got the hook up with Conley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They run with Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Williamson. He completes it to Tate. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Second and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. This is Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Right back to him on 1st down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. On second down now, Rock. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much, Les?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Rock. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gutierrez. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Franklin. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Mahomes. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Rock. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7th rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Williamson. And able to find Conley. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
You're not ready. You're not ready. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 66. Pull it. High. 50.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
36. 36.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. Start red ring. Line 50. Hey. Line 50. Line 50.
To throw on 2nd down. Williamson caught here by Conley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line 50. Line 50.
To throw on 3rd down. Williamson looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun, Williamson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Williamson. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Williamson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one good for 33 and a first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Williamson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return, Jackson. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Touchdown, baby.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll keep it on the ground. Rock, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. On third down, Rock, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try the left side. Rock. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Rock, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rock, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On 2nd down, Rock, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On first down, it's Hines. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun on third down, Williamson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. Rock. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch out, watch out.
Yellow. Hey, 15. Hey, yellow, hey, go gun.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Let's go, Mike 50. Rip left.
From the gun, Williamson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
Here comes the ball. I see you, boy. I see you.
At the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down now. It's Hines, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
3 down.
On 4th down, Williamson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. SOS.
Now it's Hines. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Williamson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You better be afraid of me.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action. Now Mahomes. On the crossing route, complete. That's Franklin. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give, right side. Rock. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Rock. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Back to throw. Williamson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Franklin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Rock. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Mahomes out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the left side. Rock. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.